Hello and welcome to another episode of Geography Made Easy. So, today I will be discussing the probable questions which can come for GE or CC4, Generic Elective for Semester 4, Calcutta University. Now, whatever I'm going to say, it is a probability. So, we will look at the previous year question papers of 2023 and 2022 and try to see what is more important and what might be asked. So if I look at 2023's paper, and in every year they place a lot of importance when they are talking about scales and different sums. So you can definitely expect RF to statement scale or vice versa sum which can come as a 2 mark, or you can get a sum where they ask you to change the polar coordinates into Cartesian coordinates or Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates. So these sums are important, as well as calculation of reduced bearing, which is important. So this has come in all the Calcutta University exams till date for GE. Moving on, I think if I look at the syllabus and if I look at the question paper of 2023, I think apart from the sums, they can ask small particular definitions from any part of the syllabus. So last year questions had come about scales, definition of scales. So I think this time they can ask you, so last year what they had given you, what is a ratio scale. So this time you can expect definitions of statement scale or graphical scale, which becomes more important. And I think more or less usage of prism in prismatic compass or any particular part of the instruments can be asked, or maybe into two functions of a particular body they can ask such questions. I will move on to the 5-mark questions. So for last year, they had given prismatic compass, they had given reference scheme of topo sheets, open series, statement scale, graphical scale difference, isoplate map with examples, geostationary sun synchronous satellite difference, perspective projection and its classification, and services of NATMO. So for this year, I think if we are looking at one question from scale, difference between any two can be asked. They can ask about false color composite, or they can ask about fundamentals of GIS here. They can ask about any other organization apart from NATMO, which is there in the syllabus for a 5-mark question. And they can ask you about, so old scheme had come, topo sheet, new map series, so they can ask you about old map series, the scheme, you should look at that properly. Or they can ask you about the information which is present, the marginal information which is present, all that becomes important. And quickly we look at what had come last year for the 10-mark question. So map classification has come, so this year that is not important. Choropleth map had come, so that means the other cartograms or thematic maps become important this year. How to construct the principles, when you are writing this answer, please make sure that they are scientifically valid. And concept of bearing had come last year, and GIS had come last year, which means I think basic statement scale classification, projection classification, these become much more important this time. And they can ask you about image resolution, or they can ask you any other construction of any other cartogram apart from, I think, choropleth map. So you can have proportional circles, you can have isopleth map, these become important as the 10-mark. So definitely go through the classifications of scales and projections for this part. For the 10 marks, you should look at, apart from NATMO, you should look at the function. Sorry, so last year functions had not come. Please look at all the functions of the different map making bodies. It is very important for this year. There is a high probability they can ask something from here, and they can ask you about different types of map resolutions, and like in cases of images, so they can ask you or detailed questions on different types of satellites. Last year a question on GIS has come, so there is a high chance that they will not ask about the raster data, vector data, attribute table, and the other components of GIS which are there in the syllabus. So I hope this video is a bit helpful to guide you towards what to study and what to leave out. If you have any questions, please leave behind a comment and I can maybe help you with which books to look at. And I think if you are, please look at the theoretical parts properly, so that you know cartography is a difficult paper, but also if you study properly it is also very scoring. So I hope that this video is helpful, and see you in the next video, and all the best for your examinations. So bye.